will be departing soon.
Do I look like I need your power?
There we go. Now everybody's had their fart. I didn't time it perfectly, but anywho.
Okay, are they done? Are we
we're
started?
Done. We're done.
Oh shit, I'm still a monkey, aren't I? I need to fix this.
I haven't seen that monkey everywhere all week. Like, nobody knows where it came from, but it is everywhere, and I'm having the time of my life finding
because we know where it's from.
I gotta change this monkey because that's enough monkey for today. I gotta quit monkey around.
You have to quit monkey. Oh, goddamn. Why do you do
this ain't no time for monkey business.
I'm still Chalmix's rendition of me. I hope I don't get taken down by Toei Animation.
Oh. Okay, but I think you'll be fine because you're totally not Nick.
Oh. Anyway, hello everybody. This is Sunset City, a Sonic podcast for the classic, modern, and movie age. I'm Nick, and with me I have Suris, who puts the cuck in cucky. Also, I have Wayne, who puts the cuck in cuckles. And we also have Pup, who likes to watch. We got a lot to talk about today.
So Pup's the real cuck here.
Look, man, I'm not a gatekeeper. You want to be a cuck and do it in your own way, by all means.
As long as you get to watch, right?
Sure, that is indeed how it works.
It's kind of a prerequisite.
So the usual policies are in place today. We'll do a few super chats at the start, but most of the super chats will be at the very end of the episode. Smacko, please change your profile picture. That NFT was an auction item. Only Lederick was allowed to right-click that.
Please,
can you believe that?
I'm gonna call the internet police on you. The United Nations are gonna get involved.
That thing was everywhere on the Sonic Discord. It was so good.
I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna actually cry. If you do this, I will cry. Consequences will be dire.
I actually watched Suris's a little bit of your analysis of the Red Monkey cartoon. That was one of the most awful things I've ever seen in my life.
It is terrible.
It was insulting.
Oh yeah, that's a point as well. LS Mark, if you're watching this, you got to pay for that monkey.
What? I'm right here.
Sorry, LS Wallace. You changed it.
Adian F gave us $2 saying, "Do you think I need your power?" So hyped.
We'll get
to
there.
it.
We'll get
This is
there.
man,
The voice delivery on that line.
what a week. What a week, boys. Holy cannolis. Can you believe that Cucky is now called Clucky? I can't believe it. What an outrage.
This
It's
is not
ridiculous.
news. This is not news. Like, this was,
Unbelievable.
if you played Mario and Sonic 2020, he's referred to as Clucky in there as well.
Not only that, as we will discover, because I actually put together a video after.
Why Cookie
we found out.
matters?
Yeah, basically.
AKA
But like, it's
Shodan
been like
being a
that
yogurt male again.
for years. Yeah, aka Shodan, thank you, dude. We really appreciate it. But yeah, we have a couple of big things yesterday that we have to go over. But
Yeah, they
before
called
we do
Suris'
that-
breasts, and they're over there, and I don't want to go over them again.
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah, no, you're only allowed to watch now.
That it is.
So like before the Game Awards yesterday, the only news we would have had is the insane Discord that popped up for the Sonic movie.
That and the poster
Dude.
and the Crush 40 announcement.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's really an announcement of them making a dumb joke and
I
having
mean, the
crack on it.
denouncement then in that case.
yeah.
The Dean.
Oh, God.
The denouncement and humor.
So did you guys actually check out the server at all?
I
Oh,
did.
fuck me. I'm still in there.
I did not check out the server. I was content watching the screenshots on Twitter.
It was
Shall we
so
still...
funny.
Oh, shall I promote today's episode in there?
Oh, you should.
I want to see if I
Oh
can...
my
You
god!
should. Oh, it
wanna
would
see
be
if I get banned.
perfect. It would be if that is the thing that gets you banned. We can go down in legend.
What's
There's gotta be a
good, my
self-promotion
little
thing on there.
sunbeams? We're running a Sonic podcast today talking about the film, so it's totally relevant, y'all. Have a funky monkey Friday.
As long
That'll
as
definitely get people in here. That'll definitely get people in.
No, wait. I got a message from the auto moderator saying your message was deleted due to containing a link.
Why-
What if I block auto moderator, huh? What about
what
that?
if you did?
What if you just
did-
say there's a Sunset City episode happening right now, and then that's
Yeah, do that.
There's a Sunset City episode going on right now on YouTube at the Sunset City YouTube channel. Get there or be square.
Get there or be station square.
or
And
else
apparently-
you'll...
Do that!
Sunset.
Do that reference!
What? What do you want?
The Station Square reference is so good.
Get there or be station square.
Yeah.
Have a funky monkey Friday.
Where the fuck are you guys getting all your goddamn energy from today? Holy
There we
shit.
go. All right, okay, it's in there. It's in.
You see,
Our Paul Jamal sent us $10 too. Happy
Be
Milk,
Milk
Bros
Bros.
Day. Milk and Suris milk to you guys.
dude,
B theory is
Cecil-
real in the Sonic 2 movie poster. Congratulations, guys.
Cecil is in the server. They were the first person to respond.
I
Oh
love
my
Cecil.
God.
That's so good. Oh my god. Yeah, so we had some fun in the server. I popped in every now and then. It was just madness, and it was a lot of fun.
Spoiler alert, it's shit.
Oh god. But yeah, let's just we've been burying the lead. Holy shit, man. We got some big trailers yesterday and some big fucking news.
So
we've
in that case,
been
this
having
is
to
the-
middle around for so many episodes, and suddenly this drops. It's like, well,
Well, then in that case, this is the cutoff point for the early super chats. The rest will be read at the end.
Yep. Thank you guys for participating. If you have any questions going forward, I mean, we'll keep reading the chat, but
Yeah, we save all of these anyways, so don't worry.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so we have officially Frontiers, and there's a bit to go over there, which we can pick apart and analyze.
Yep.
But before that played, we finally got a trailer for Sonic the Hedgehog 2. And I think everyone's in complete agreement. That looked amazing.
everything about that there was not a beat in that trailer that I did not like, and that is in the original trailer, like obviously we had the misstep, right? With the with the original Sonic design. And then even after that, there was still like some trepidation, like, okay, this might still not be good. The designs are better, but it might still not be good. This trailer has everything. It is amazing. The design for Dr. Robotnik is completely on point. The design for all the characters is perfect. Sonic trying to be a superhero is just the most adorable thing I have seen in ages.
That's going to kind of, I think it's going to explain how he and Tails are going to get on first. He's going to see Tails as a sidekick.
Yep.
And treat him as such.
I have some issues with it, to be honest. For one, no funny Fortnite dance, and two, I was really thinking, given past events and stuff, that we maybe get an Among Us reference in there, but I didn't see one.
Oh my god.
No, I don't actually have any issues. Like, from everything I saw there, I was like, yeah, that's exactly what this trailer is. It's more than just what it needed to be. It was everything I hoped it would be. You know,
it was a complete turnaround from what we got for that very first trailer. I mean, we had no Coolio, we had no awkward focus on the humans. This was all Sonic, top to bottom. They just went all full hedgehog on it, and they even ended not with a Coolio thing or any modern music. They had an orchestrated rendition of Emerald Hill. It was beautiful.
Yep. This is what happens when you start your project with fans on your team instead of like bringing them in halfway through because you've made mistakes.
I think I honestly, like, I was freaking out when I first saw the trailer because it was everything I wanted out of it. There is so much, it starts right at the very beginning. There's so much Sonic 3 and Sonic Adventure 1 in that goddamn trailer.
Oh my god,
yeah.
it is too good.
Oh, the freaking, when Sonic throws the, when Sonic makes them throw out the pipe bomb and you just see the Adventure 1 reference with all the water shooting out. I was like, oh my god.
The thing I will say, though, is it's getting difficult to tell what is and isn't a reference, because what a lot of people are saying is Sonic Adventure 1 references with him on the rooftop and looking over and stuff. When I saw that, I thought, this reminds me of that scene from The Dark Knight. And I feel like that was more what they might have been going for.
I think it's both. I think it's both. Because it's Sonic. It's Sonic where he would be for an adventure story, exactly where he is at the beginning of Adventure. But it's Sonic doing the things we would expect him to do if he was emulating Batman or a superhero. So it's both to me.
I do think it's worth noting, because I haven't seen anybody else bring this up yet, but the sound effect for the sirens is just stripped from Sonic Adventure 1.
Is it really?
It is. Like, if you go back and listen to that, that is just the siren sound effect from that opening cutscene and from what's the name of that stage you go to as Knuckles, and it's in Station Square. It's like after Speedy Highway, that little section. Those little flying police car enemies.
Second part of Speed Highway.
Same exact sound effect of sirens.
That is awesome. I mean, it had to be. It was no way the stuff wasn't intentional, though. I was seeing Twitter going nuts with the references, like that skateboard when he's doing the
the Sonic Adventure skateboard.
Yeah. Well, he's snowboarding down a snowy mountain.
I love seeing that.
We saw a fucking ancient Master Emerald temple. This is, it's like they made it for us. I am so happy.
It's Tyson has
right. I was going to mention, and M brought it up in chat. Tyson is a storyboard supervisor on this. And like I said, I can believe a lot of the people who see his references are intentional. Yeah, I don't see how it's not. Okay. They fully embrace Sonic, and
because I'm really excited by everything I'm seeing here. Like, I feel like with the marketing and stuff of this, like with the use of the music and the logo, they're definitely kind of pushing in like the Sonic 2 direction. But from the actual story I'm seeing definitely more of a Sonic 3, especially with, like, as you said, like the Master Emerald Shrine, the ice cap. I am so stoked for that confrontation between Sonic and Robotnik inside that ice temple, like with like Sonic grabbing the rocket and being like, "Return to sender." Like, I'm looking forward to that. the tornado as well. We got buzz bombers as opposed to just drones, and so I didn't expect them to change the Eggmobile's appearance. I kind of thought, like, when I saw the Eggmobile or Eggomatic, whatever you want to call it, in the first film, I was like, that's just how they've done it for the film. It's just a redesign. It's, part of the course. So when I saw it on the poster and also in this trailer that he's actually in, like, what looks very much like the classic Eggmobile, I was really happy with that. I was like, yes, okay, they're really going hard.
There's one thing I want the most out of this movie, and it's when he comes in at one point, as Robotnik comes in at one point, I just want like a little orchestrated version of that like Sonic 2 theme for him. Like that would be fun.
An orchestra of the Sonic 2 soundtrack. Just give me that.
Yeah,
give me that.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you have all of this at your disposal, and it feels like they're actually like just leaning in and using it. But I'm also kind of glad that they're not abandoning some of the original stuff that they came up with for the first movie. I gotta be honest, I was happy to see Agent Stone back.
I think everybody was. I think everybody's a really big fan of it. His Twitter presence is just so positive and charming, Yeah,
if you don't love Agent Stone, you'll at least love Lee Majube.
Yeah, Lisa, he's a charming man.
I also like that the first scene we get with him is him like working in the middle of a Starbucks, just like celebrating. Because he was the coffee guy for so long. So of course that's what he defaults back to.
That was so cute.
Also, that giant tornado, like Eggman's got some kind of like fortress or something. That's the egg carrier, right? That's just the egg carrier.
I was going to ask you guys, what do we think about the actual tornado?
I liked the actual like the green tornado.
Yeah. And it's like I hope that's why they end up calling the plane the tornado.
To me, that looked.
I was thinking that was going to be the case.
To me, that looked like an Avengers level threat.
It did. It did feel like that. I'm hoping that it doesn't end up being that like the movie ends with them seeing that and just having to like go, okay, now we have to come together to fight this giant threat. I want that to be a thing that happens and then other fights happen, because I'm tired of big beam comes out of the sky stories. But
yeah, I'm just happy because it's like we're seeing like Sonic and Tails like using the tornado to go after Eggman in the sky. We're seeing like all these torpedoes like just exploding on the background of what basically I'm trying really hard to not just imprint all the things I want to see into this, but it keeps reminding me of all the shit that I love from Sonic Adventure 1. Like that almost looks exactly like the Mystic Ruins.
It really does. Oh my god! Now I'm just thinking about that tornado. Going, what if that's just Windy Valley?
Oh my god!
God, wait, no, you're right.
It's worth noting that Tails has had something of a redesign here. Like
I noticed that too. Yeah,
when he pops out, it's the same scene we saw in the cinema, except this time with a different design. He's a little less fat and he's a little less orange.
He
looks fine.
Head. Yeah.
This design for him, though, I think it works considering that the voice actor they chose this time was the voice actor from the video games.
I do wonder if if it was intended all along for Colleen O'Shaughnessy to be the voice, or if it was like a last minute thing or like just a recent thing. Like part of me wonders, there's obviously been a lot of very public pushback towards the Mario cast, and I don't know how much of like mainstream audiences are rolling with it, but I know there's a lot of memes going around about, Chris Pratt cast as everything and stuff. And part of me wonders if like maybe the Sonic movie team saw that and were like, okay, let's really just put a middle finger up and actually go with Colleen O'Shaughnessy as Tails. But then again, it would be because that was quite recent, that Mario reveal, was it not? Like just 1 month ago? I can't imagine.
A couple months ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that they will have recorded all of Colleen's lines already. So like, yeah, no. But either way, I think it's a really good thing to see that Tails will be played by her, because like, I think she's the best Tails that we've had in at least a very long time, and it's really nice to see at least one legacy player in there.
I agree completely.
I'm also just like, okay, so Knuckles, right?
Let's get into it. I mean, we've been burying this lead within burying the lead.
They failed to not make him sexy. They failed. Do you think he needs your power?
He's pretty damn sexy sounding, not gonna lie.
they don't play off any jokes with him. They don't make him try to seem funny or stupid. He's just this badass force of nature coming in here, laying Sonic out.
I mean, I think, like, I don't know if they're doing Supersonic in these films, or if we can expect it in this one, considering it seems to be one Emerald.
We just have, we just have the Master Emerald basically right now.
Well, do we know that's the Master Emerald?
We don't know. We don't know that.
Good. I wanted to get into that, yeah.
A point I was trying to make was they're doing kind of the equivalent to Knuckles smacking Sonic out of his super form, like we had in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, in that we've got him smacking him out of his spin dash, which has been proven to be such an OP thing, and as well as that, he has got that glowy look as well. So, I think that is the equivalent to that scene.
If it was me writing this stuff, like if I had to rewrite it, that's how I would do it. I would show a character comparable to standard Sonic, because he's not used to another natural enemy being able to take him down. Even in the games, up to that point, he doesn't really have anything that can challenge him on that level. I think a super form is probably a bit too much as I could explain it away narratively in my own brain. I like this way more. This was really cool.
It is more than I had bargained for as far as like a Sonic and Knuckles dynamic would go. I prefer the Japanese title for this film, Sonic v. Knuckles.
Versus Knuckles.
Yeah, that sounds so cool.
Dawn of Emeralds.
I'm like Sonic v. Knuckles Dawn of Chaos would be such
Dawn
a cool
of Chaos. Which, speaking of which, I mean, again, I'm trying not to imprint just like specifically what I want as a stupid bull SA1 shill. God damn, I really want to see them try to tackle Chaos, or at least try to build them up as like a potential threat. Like how great would it be if it's more of like an established thing that even Knuckles knows about, and he thinks that Sonic is like working to try to like awaken Chaos, or is like trying to tamper with the Emerald's power and could potentially do that. And we're trying to lead into something like that. I'm saying it is the perfect threat for a movie, and it looks like they're putting in the resources to make something like that possible.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what they do. Like, the Emerald stuff is fascinating. It still boggles my mind, because like even back in the early days when Sonic was animated, the only time we saw any kind of emeralds, they're all misshapen and ugly and goofy and weird, and didn't look like the proper Chaos Emeralds from the games. And it's wild in 2021 seeing a fucking big screen Chaos Emerald and Knuckles and all these wonderful references. And I said this when me and Pup were on stream yesterday. I don't care. I know you guys love the name Eggman. It still felt great hearing on stage having the character called Robotnik. That made me so happy.
Oh, I agree with that. They've definitely kind of repopularized that name with these movies. Another thing that I just wanted to kind of talk about, though, is isn't it kind of crazy looking back how we've gotten to this point? How, like, it was kind of inevitable that there would someday down the line be a Sonic movie. But isn't it kind of crazy that we got it? It wasn't bad, and also, like, it's a successful movie commercially, and it is a fairly respected family film. That in itself is crazy. Now we're on to sequel time. That's insane. Like, the idea that we got 2 Sonic movies, and it looks as good as it does as well. And the fact is, we even had a sign pointing in the opposite direction with that very, very, very first trailer. It's just, it's crazy to me that we've gotten as far as we have with Sonic movies.
Yeah. So here's what I find hilarious is I've been seeing people all day yesterday just talking about just shitting on my boy Classic Sonic and wanting nothing to do with Classic Sonic. Yet we look at the movie and they're embracing all the Sonic-y things in this franchise, and everyone's going nuts over it. And I know these are 2 separate things. I'm just saying, like, I like seeing Sonic be Sonic, and I like seeing people that understand what that means running the show. And I think Tyson Hess and Jeff Fowler, that's his name, right?
Jeff Fowler, yeah. As well as I think Tim Miller's also quite a big creative head in this as well.
Yeah, I get the impression these guys understand these characters.
100%.
I mean, Hess definitely does, absolutely. And
I think we are lucky to have a team that seems to appreciate Sonic as more than just a marketing opportunity.
It really, God, man. And I know Suris is away from the computer right now. We're just waiting on him right now, but
With what you said about
Man.
the classic Sonic thing, though, I don't think anyone is probably saying that about classic Sonic's lore. Like, the classic Sonic mythology is all very much present, but I guess I would say design-wise and, like, in terms of his overall personality and stuff, he's much more in line with the modern... I mean, he's his own thing, as far as I'm concerned. Like, I feel like the best thing that movie Sonic has done, and I'm going to get more into this later on as we start talking about Frontiers, I think the best thing that movie Sonic has done is it's carved out a new identity for Sonic, which is still confidently Sonic. It's still got everything we love about Sonic, but it's in a newly redefined way. Like, it doesn't feel like it's, you know, it feels tighter. You know, it feels like Sonic tightened up. It's got a good sense of lore. There haven't been any major contradictions yet, and like stuff like that.
This is weirdly like a great spot for a merger too, especially with the Sonic Adventure references. I think that's like a really healthy spot to do something like this, because I would say, in my personal preferences, Sonic 3 and Knuckles and Sonic Adventure are probably like the strongest points of the franchise for me. And I would throw Shadow in there for Sonic Adventure 2 for sure. And I think like if you wanted to merge in those fandoms and introduce this to the wider audience, then I'm more inclined to agree with this live action take on the character, even though I would ultimately prefer an animated movie. Like, this is a good healthy place to do this and make all those references and just merge all that stuff together.
What I think is relieving to me, I guess, is, and I'm not going to backpedal my opinions on the first film. Like, I really do like the first film a lot. But it's like, in the first film, a lot of the environments overall aren't particularly Sonic-y, apart from the opening scene. Like, you're getting a lot of kind of, like, very grey environments. Like, you've got the open road, and it's a grey day and stuff. And it's fine, because the movie's good and everything. This new film, like, not only is the core duo no longer Sonic and Tom, but Sonic and Tails, but also we're seeing other environments like big temples and big blockbustery stuff like, you know, snowy mountains and aerial assault and stuff. We didn't really get that with the first film as such. We kind of only got a little tease of that when Sonic started running through the rings and going to the pyramids and stuff. So it's nice to see Sonic in these more exotic locations for this one. I think that's a big step in the right direction. They will miss an opportunity if he doesn't go to Las Vegas at some point. I still
just go full casino night.
Needs to happen. Like have it like the scene from Looney Tunes Back in Action where they're in Vegas. Love that scene. Great film.
That's a good movie. That movie does not get enough love.
Yeah, I think it's definitely the best of the Looney Tunes films.
I agree. I agree completely.
I do like A New Legacy though. I think A New Legacy was solid. But anyways, Sonic. Yeah, no, I'm happy with what I'm seeing here. I think this is a huge step in the right direction. I think we're lucky to have Sonic movies that are actually made by people that do seem to give a shit about the character. And yeah, I think they've done wonders for Sonic's public image as well.
There's no doubt about it. I've had friends that old coworkers of mine that were on my stream yesterday, just there because they were just waiting up. And they were watching the Game Awards just so their kid could watch the Sonic trailer. I mean, they don't give a shit about any of this other goofy stuff we, nitpick and pick apart. It's because these kids love this stuff.
I remember when the first film came out, I had friends of mine that aren't even Sonic fans. Like, I guess they just wanted to go see like the film because, I don't know, maybe they played Sonic 2 or something. And they came to me and said, "Hey, I saw the Sonic film recently. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was good and stuff." So it was like, it was getting casuals back in, like it was, or not even just casuals, just like it was getting non-fans talking about Sonic, which is great.
Yeah. No, that was, God damn, man. I appreciate this so much. And I know a lot of people are tired of like Marvel, but I do think there has to be something said about these superhero movies, kind of more embracing the roots of their source material. And showing a lot of these other adaptations, like it's okay to get further into that. You don't need to be making a multi-million-dollar thing and also be embarrassed of the thing you're making. X-Men 1. So
yeah, it's like interesting thing. Like, go on, Wayne. Sorry.
Would a Sonic movie look like this in a time when we were still like too scared to do a Doctor Strange movie?
No. That first movie was about as early 2000s of a movie as I've seen in a long time, where we have this ugly Sonic We have Eggman played by Jim Carrey, of all fucking people. That is still a weird thing for me, but I love him, and I love seeing him back here. And
oh yeah, I remember literally one of the things I said about that first trailer was like, even if Sonic didn't look bad, this falls into every single trap that one of these live action hybrid films can fall into.
Yes, it was. God, it was painful, dude. That first trailer was so fucking painful. Like, he came in a truck, and he just comes out and says basic. God damn it, I hated that trailer.
He had this massive Matrix coat on as well. Like, I remember seeing that and thinking,
yeah,
that's not Dr. Robotnik. It grew on me, of course, but it was like, there was kind of an element of that mentality of, oh, we can't do the bald mustachioed look. That would be too silly. And now we're in Sonic 2, and we've got Dr. Robotnik looking like Dr. Robotnik. I even noticed he's got these little golden, like, buckles on the side of his coat.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah.
And there's 4 of them. I was like, wow,
it's so great.
That's an interesting little reinterpretation there.
What I loved about his mechs, I love that they still embraced like the movie design from the first one. Like, this was his general aesthetic in that first movie, and he's going to keep it going forward. It kind of almost has like a Forces vibe to it, on top of like the portal and everything else. But I like seeing these interpretations of his mechs and everything else like that.
Yeah,
it makes me wonder if we get Mecha Sonic or Metal Sonic. I mean, what if he looks like that?
He'll be in the white color scheme, I'm sure, if we see him.
That'd be fucking cool.
I think I think like white but with like blue highlights or something. But I would still love it if it's the same like mold, like same model, basically. Yeah, man, I still think we actually might see Metal Sonic in this movie. I think that they're kind of building up to that. I still think something like a more Chaos Emerald centric plot, something Chaos or no. I think they're going to try to do something big with that, but I don't think they're going to try to play all of those cards this movie. I think they're introducing the concepts. We've only seen one Emerald. We don't even know if it's a Chaos Emerald or a Master Emerald yet. And then they're going to kind of build it up from there.
I think we're going to get more Emeralds next time. I think they're going to focus on the green one for this one. But yeah, I still think something like Metal Sonic will be like a third act enemy for everybody to team up and fight up against, because we know Knuckles is gonna be homies with Sonic by the end of this.
Yeah. Plus, we know, like, even that giant green tornado and everything, and Sonic and Tails meeting up, that's all gonna happen fairly early on in the movie, or at least like
it's gonna have to. Point. I think it's gonna be an Act 2. Like, Act 1 is gonna be all Sonic trying to be a superhero. Act 2 is probably gonna be meeting Tails and Knuckles.
I mean, the thing we also like is, it seems that Sonic is first meeting Tails when they're on the tornado, but it is worth mentioning that, trailers do chop and change dialogue and stuff, and the way it very choppily goes, name's Tails and stuff like that. Like, I think, there's still a good chance that it's going to play out a bit differently to what we're seeing in the trailer. Not that I have a problem with it, but I'm just like, it's edited in quite a choppy way. It reminds me a little bit of like in the Spider-Man No Way Home trailers, where Doctor Strange is clearly sentence mixed because he's like, we had some visitors from every universe. Like,
yeah, or you can tell that they didn't keep the lines as they were delivered. They had to sequence them for that.
I think it's a bit weird if Tails is not a nickname that Sonic has given to Miles.
Yeah, it'd be really...
I don't at all, because his name is Sonic and the other guy's named Knuckles.
I mean...
Yeah, I kind of always thought, though, like, the way Sonic gives people nicknames like Donut Lord, Pretzel Lady, Eggman, it would make sense for Tails to be called Miles, and Sonic's like, Tails.
Tails.
And Knuckles could be some unpronounceable fucking tribal name, and Sonic's just like, yeah, whatever, Knuckles.
That would be a little bit more... a little bit offensive potentially.
True. I'm like, I'm fine.
Tribe? There's no such thing as an echidna tribe.
I'm fine with it, especially since we don't entirely know under what circumstances Tails even knows about Sonic's existence. We just know that he's already familiar with him on some level, and I'm wondering if nah, that'd be stupid.
Yeah, well, now you gotta tell us. Now you gotta tell us.
I was thinking possible time travel shenanigans.
I mean, little planet shit. You never know.
We have Little Planet. We have Sonic 06. We have Sonic Generation. Sonic is no stranger to random ass time travel stories.
I guess there is also a chance, though, that we shouldn't get too far ahead of ourselves, because it does seem that they're not necessarily doing these things that are from the games ad verbatim so much as referencing them in subtle ways. So I guess, I don't know how far we should set our expectations for the future of this franchise incorporating loads of things from the game in big narrative ways. But like, even so, this is still a lot more than I expected. So I would still say the sky is kind of the limit at this point.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, there's not really anything that they keep out that I'm going to be disappointed by. Everything I saw in the trailer is like, I'm happy with everything I've seen so far.
I mean, that's aside from Metal Sonic, that's basically your era done, isn't it? Like
the time,
the
time of game.
I'll be right back.
The time of Game Apologists is over. The era of Nick has concluded.
Oh well, I guess you guys are stuck with just your mid-ass games, I guess. Whatever. No.
Yep.
I'm just fucking excited. Oh my god, it's just I'm just still like every time I watch the trailer, I just get happier. It's just I think I've said it a couple of times. It's everything I wanted out of it, and I'm hoping that the movie delivers. I'm really really excited to see what they do with this.
Yeah, this looks like a lot of fun. I think we're all going to be pretty happy with it, all things considered. We're gonna wait for Pup to get back before we can jump on to Frontiers, but
no, he needs to get back, and we have to tell him that the entire Frontiers discussion is over. We're concluding the show.
Oh, let's do that. Yeah, I'm gonna be like, oh shit, hey Pup, I got a jet, man. I gotta
go. Yeah, I'm down with that.
I had to speed through things. There wasn't a lot to talk about. Short ass teaser.
So the only thing that's still weird for me in terms of like this movie, I would say, is Knuckles being introduced in what looks like, I'd assume Tom's yard.
That was the coolest delivery driver ever, but let's continue.
Okay, well, unfortunately, the Sonic Frontiers discussion's already over. There wasn't much to talk about, so.
Oh yeah. No, that's a Breath of the Wild sequel. Like,
I actually got a jet too, so I think we got to close up the podcast for today.
Yeah,
all right. That penguin behind Nick is getting exhausted as well. So like, yeah, it's time to go.
How much of you sit and just listen to us plan to just pretend to end the show?
Yeah, no super chats today, but no refund.
Nobody gets anything.
I'm sure we're going to be picking apart this trailer a little bit more as we keep going with the show. Is there anything else you guys like really wanted to discuss while we're here right now, though?
Ligma.
Who's Steve Jobs?
Okay.
Ligma balls.
So the other thing we got yesterday, we finally got us. Well, I say finally. I guess it's a little bit too much to say. We got to see a trailer for Sonic Frontiers. We got a name finally confirmed.
Yep.
It does seem that a lot of the supposed leaks have been confirmed.
Yes, it does.
Although I'm not seeing any sexy ghost girl, so that's kind of disappointing.
I thought that was that voice.
There was a voice.
Actually, can we talk about that? The voice at the start, I thought it was Tails, but the Japanese voice actress for Amy posted that that's her in the trailer on Twitter before shortly taking it down. So it seems like that might be our first glimpse at Amy's new voice.
Wait a minute. Don't tell me that they're gonna have a captured Amy doing an ethereal voice to guide Sonic on his path. The same way Zelda did in Breath of the Wild.
I genuinely think this is what is happening.
Wake up, Sonic!
You've been asleep for a very long time. Dr. Eggman? What are you talking about? Let's go play Sonic 2.
So I'm going to say this. I am worried about Sonic Frontiers. Not that it could be a bad game. I'm sure it will be fine. But I am worried that, once again, we're putting off actually making an identity for the Sonic games in favor of just aping what somebody else is doing. The thing is, I'm okay with Sega taking inspiration from certain premises and concepts. The idea of an open-world Sonic game is great, but I feel like Sega should dissect Breath of the Wild a bit more, dig a little deeper, and then build on the foundations of that concept, as opposed to just saying, hey, let's just do Breath of the Wild.
And Nick and I were talking about this last night, and like you said, it's good in concept, but we didn't get to see anything about what they're doing with that. I mean, look back to our first teaser for Breath of the Wild. yes, it's open world, but that's not new. What was Zelda doing with that concept? We saw him cutting down trees to make bridges, kind of like environmental puzzle solving. We saw how he interacts with wildlife. We saw the way he interacts with enemies in clever ways.
You can shield surf.
You can shield surf. You can shoot down beehives to get them to attack enemy camps and stuff like that. It was showing off what are we doing specifically with the Zelda formula, the unique aspects of this franchise with this open world setup. We didn't get to see what Sonic is doing with this environment.
Yeah.
We didn't get any gameplay for starters, which is really frustrating. This feels like it should have been the first trailer that was shown at Sonic.
I think it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
I think that wasn't even supposed to go up at Sonic Central at all. I think they were always waiting for the Game Awards. That's what it feels like.
That Sonic Central trailer was literally just Sonic running through a forest. Like, there was nothing noteworthy about it. And it kind of feels like, they just have a very abridged version of this trailer play at the Sonic Central. But yeah, I'm going to say this. I'm still not feeling too positively about the future for Sonic in games, because even if they do start getting the gameplay right, which, let's face it, they should be able to do anyway. They're a fucking multi-billion-dollar gaming company. But, like, even if they get that down, I still do not like that Sonic's identity has just become, hey, I'm your new Zelda, or hey, I'm your new Mario. And as I've said a million times before, Sega, Link and Mario fans don't need another Link and Mario. They've got the OGs, and those games are good. If Link suddenly went down the tubes and there was a new gap in the market, I could almost understand this business model that you're doing. But right now, it's fucking cringe. So cut it out.
I think
I always look at M's comments because he's not wrong and he knows what he's talking about. But he says not to put it all on him, but half-assed copies of other games seem to be all that Mario Kishimoto knows how to do, and he's not wrong.
Who even is that?
So he's the director of the game. So it's it's a whole thing, and and I expressed all this on stream yesterday, and I've certainly expressed it on the show more than a couple times that I really don't need a Sonic to be a copy of other franchises. But that said, there was one thing that kind of turned me on my positivity, and that was that Ian Flynn is penning this story.
Yes. Have you also seen the plot synopsis as well?
Yes, I have.
Does that not sound like an adventure story?
It does.
It sounds like Zelda. It sounds like Zelda. Ancient technology.
No, but to be fair, Dr. Eggman wielding ancient power to take over the world and stuff isn't unheard of. So the main thing I would say is, A, take out that shot of Sonic looking over the landscape, because it's so obvious. It's so
clearly
obvious.
ripping off of Genshin Impact.
I mean, despite that, though, like, okay, so here's the thing, like, and I'm going to be a little bit positive with Sonic, and I'm going to be a little bit negative on Sonic here.
That's
so
usual.
The positive with that is showing you clearly what the emphasis of the game is, and that is Sonic in an open world. And regardless of how we pick it apart, if you go and look at anybody else, everybody is talking about this. And I'm talking outside of the Sonic fan base.
I know, I've noticed.
Everybody is talking about an open world Sonic game. And I think people are excited.
Idea.
Yeah.
It's such a good idea. But the thing is, don't make it look like Hyrule.
It really does look like Hyrule. I'm not even gonna lie.
If they wanted to do a Sonic open world, do something like Studiopolis with a little skate park and shit in it. Don't fucking do Hyrule.
You know what's funny is when I saw that landscape shot and I was looking out at the structures and everything that were going through the wildlife, Hyrule was not the first game it was not what I thought of first.
Did you think of Xenosaga?
No. Jak and Daxter, the first one.
Oh, the Precursor Legacy.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, you're looking out, they show you this big landscape shot showing you out that world. It kind of gives you a big idea of, like, oh, here's all the mountains, trees, and stuff and everything, and here's all these ancient structures that we don't know the origins of. There's this weird tower with all these spinning things on top of it. I always remembered that as a kid, and that was the first thing I thought of when I saw that shot in Sonic.
So when I saw it, I was like, okay, you got grass and trees. Now, a little unfair to compare it to Breath of the Wild based on that, but when they showed that landscape shot and had this giant monolith in the distance, I was like, come on, you know what's going to happen. Sonic is going to have to climb up that, and then he's going to be able to unlock more of the map, just like in fucking Breath of the Wild. But you can also see this spirally staircase around it, and I just know that's going to be infested with boost pads.
To be fair, Zelda didn't come up with that either. That was more of a Far Cry thing.
Oh, okay.
So I'm fine with them doing Zelda. That's not my problem one way or the other. My problem was, and we've already said this 100 times, I need to see how he moves in that environment. I need to see how he interacts with it. That's all that matters. And I know a lot of people are talking like they're happy they didn't see classic Sonic in that trailer. I wanted nothing but classic Sonic in that trailer in terms of functionality. My major concern for this past decade, more than anything else, is that Sonic Team does not understand the fundamentals. And when I saw Mania, it was like, okay, I got it. And then Forces happened there, and I'm like, oh fuck, they still don't get it. And I always felt that Sonic needs to be, again, like if we're doing Breath of the Wild, what made that map so interesting was the exploration and how you move through it. And then they threw a motorcycle in it. And like, I need Sonic to be that motorcycle, you know?
I mean, when you say like people saying classic Sonic not in it, I really don't think that any modern fans or whatever would object to modern Sonic having more classic gameplay sensibilities. I think, if anything, that's what a lot of people.
I was having a fun play on words, Pup. That's all I was doing. But
well, I'll fucking cry in that case.
So, but let me just finish my point about Zelda here. And I know we were bickering back and forth about this yesterday, Wayne. But what I liked about the Zelda teaser we've seen so far, like they first start off with like a story-ish teaser, showing like giving you a bit of mystery, and then the next one, I think they put a big emphasis on we're showing you. They did not show us repeat anything from Breath of the Wild 1. Like, yeah, you can see the environment below you, but we're doing something brand new. We're showing you new mechanics. We're even showing you a new aesthetic for Link.
Yeah,
like I thought it was very important for them to be like, you're going to be interacting with this world. It's still the world, you know, but we are doing different things. We promise we're not just pulling a Crackdown 3 on you.
Yeah, and like my thing is, I was just concerned because I was just like, they're showing you still the old map on the map level, like just going back through the same environment in a couple of places there, using just slight variations of the same enemies we've already fought before. And that was the thing that really concerned me about that one. But I don't want to get off on a huge tangent about Zelda.
Yeah,
so,
but
yeah.
The most excited I was for games yesterday while we were watching the Game Awards was the ones that were fully emphasizing like what you are doing here. Like, this is
like
very
Suicide Squad.
Gameplay. Suicide Squad was fun. And I still forget the name because I can't pronounce it, but that girl who was also doing open world survival stuff, but also possessing animals and things like that. Like that looked like a lot of fun. And I think I don't like that the first two trailers we're seeing for this game is not emphasizing gameplay.
I think like we do need to see some. Sorry, Wayne, go on. Sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. Because I'll fold on one thing: the Breath of the Wild 2 trailer. While I am still like very cautiously optimistic about that game, that teaser, you are correct, does show you some stuff to chew on, and like there's even moments where I'm like, oh, you're in caves and caverns and stuff. Does that mean we're going to get traditional dungeons and temples and stuff like that? I want to know. It does give us some things that we can actually like theorize about, and we can actually see, the base elements that are going to evolve into larger gameplay. We don't get that from this Sonic teaser.
No, what I've seen from the structures there seem more puzzly than anything else. And we're getting a lot of defensive people in the chat here. If you guys legitimately think that Breath of the Wild did not have any inspiration for this, then you are just in denial.
Well, no, something I'm going to say is don't oversimplify our points here. We're aware that Sonic games have ruins. We're aware that Sonic games have grass. We're aware that Sonic games have trees. And I am fully in support of an open world Sonic game. Entirely.
We all are.
I think there is so much more that Sega could do to make Sonic own this game. It is,
and this trailer,
the marriage of everything. It's not just grass. It's not just trees. It's giant monoliths. It's a carving of a triangle on the floor in a certain area, which looks suspiciously like a Triforce. It's these valleys that I can imagine riding horses up. It's the ethereal voice of a girl guiding Sonic.
And it's also worth mentioning that, open world games have been here forever, but everybody that's I feel like this oversimplified, oh, Zelda's a good game, but it's not a good Zelda game, is still such a silly thing. Because I feel like people with that opinion, which a few people I know and whose opinions I generally like really value, it's just like I feel like they just barely even played the game at all, or they weren't even looking beyond the surface level. There's a lot about Breath of the Wild that introduces something that only the Zelda franchise could have done with it.
Right.
And yeah, I see a lot of people saying Breath of the Wild isn't special. No, it is.
It's very special. It is very, very special.
It would not have stood out as hard as it did if it was just another open world game. It was an open world Zelda game, and it was freaking great at it. But that's the thing, is that yes, Nintendo does this all of the time. If you don't think that Sonic was a direct inspiration off of Mario but faster, you're fooling yourself.
Yep.
And Nintendo has constantly, changed the landscape. They have always come out with these big titles that helped elevate like what games will be for the time being. Ocarina of Time basically wrote the blueprint of what 3D adventure games are going to be after that. They created the lock-on mechanic in that game, and they and so it's like it's not a direct harsh criticism to say that Sonic Frontiers looks like it's taking an awful lot of inspiration off of Breath of the Wild. It's literally just not being blind.
And the other thing is that, like, even if you're okay with that, it's perfectly okay for other people to not be. It is perfect. I mean, I shouldn't have to fucking say this. This isn't a fucking toddler class or anything. This isn't Toddler City. Like, I lost my point because I made such a great fucking. It's the fact that when you think Sonic, you think of. I feel like if Eggman's taken over the Starfall Islands, it'd be cool to see some like amusement park aesthetics in there. Things that feel a bit more quintessentially Sonic. I know that green fields are a Sonic thing, and God forbid doing another Green Hill Zone and chemical plant. I'd rather this than that, definitely. But like, the point is, it very much. There is a similarity between this island and Hyrule. There is less of similarity between this island and other Sonic stages. I'm not saying every Sonic stage needs to be the same, but I'm just saying it is the marriage of everything we're seeing in this trailer shows that Sega are once again playing it safe. And I'm sure that will create a fun game that we'll all enjoy. Well, maybe I'll enjoy. But I still think it is too late in the game for Sonic to be playing things this safe now. Like, the thing I'm overall tired of is Sonic just saying, well, this worked, so it'll work for us. Because it is happening way too often now. And it's just like, can we get something that is Sonic's own? Can we get something that Sonic has ownership of? I don't hate the way that this new Sonic trailer looks. Like, I don't. And I am very excited for an open world Sonic game. It's just I want to see more Sonic in there and less Zelda in there because I am still seeing too much Zelda. And if you're not, that's absolutely okay. 100% okay. But it's just like right now, I feel like they could have made a stronger impression.
Yeah, and I think that's more than enough for us to be concerned about. Let's just be blunt here, guys. Like we're going by the track record of this development team and what they've put out for us before. We have more than every reason to be a little bit trepidatious for what's going forward. They have a track record, a long one, of blatantly copying Nintendo. At the same time, like I've come to the defense of Generations and everything else. They seem to have a hard time understanding like those old school momentum based physics. And we have more than enough reason to be concerned about. It's not like we want this game to do badly. Absolutely not. We want this game to be great. And there are going to be things I love about it. There's things I love about Lost World and Ultimate even as much as I ripped it apart last week. Still loved a lot of what we had this past generation of games. But we're all sitting here because we love Sonic and we want him to shine again.
And we can only go off of what they've shown us. Their job in marketing is to give us an idea of the product that they're trying to sell to us. We can only go off of what we've seen, and what they showed was nothing related to what Sonic specifically is bringing to the table.
They advertised an open world. That is what they advertised to us. They did not advertise mechanics. They were just keeping it vague and weird. And they strangely buried the lead about Ian Flynn, too. Like, I had to go track that down in articles, and people had to point it out to me.
Going by the start of this trailer, I suppose it's safe to assume that it will have the boost mechanic, because that definitely looks like a new variation of the boost that Sonic is using.
Oh, and, for an open world, you'd better have the boost.
Yeah, I think boosted. No, you know what I think would be good? If they actually rationed the boost the thinnest it's ever been rationed in this game. So that Sonic still moves fast without it, but like the boost is the equivalent to the horses in Breath of the Wild in a way. Like you're only going to get that white wisp capsule or speed shoe every blue moon, effectively.
But to further unlock it or anything like the endurance thing too, maybe.
Yeah, maybe that's the case. But like either way, Sonic should still move fast on a base level. I will not accept if he's moving as fast as Link. But
my thing is more so that it's like if you're dealing with a very large map here, there's obviously going to be smaller sections that are going to require you to stay in them for a little bit longer. And so your speed is going to have to adjust for that sort of thing. So why I say there better be a boost mechanic is because when you're just traveling from point A to point B over a large landscape, you got to be moving real damn fast to cover that much ground. And then when you get to these smaller areas, that needs to be too fast to be able to maneuver around these appropriately. So you need to slow the hell down and use the base speed, which should still not be slow. It just shouldn't be boost speed.
As long as he moves at least as good as he does in Generations, I'll be happy. But obviously, like, handling Sonic is important. I'm not personally a momentum hound. I do like the nuances of the momentum-based gameplay, but I am okay with Sonic shifting the paradigm on gameplay because I know he can't do the same thing forever. But
oh well, we've been talking about how they need to change up the formula for a while now.
Yeah, I mean, I think the main thing they've needed to change, though, is the style of the levels. Now, I'm going to get positive now, because I've kind of talked about the things that I didn't like about what we saw. But now I'll talk about some of the things that are kind of promising, is if we are getting another boost game, having it in open zone format is going to completely change up how that feels.
I love that they use that term, open zone format.
Well, that's another thing. I've seen a theory that when they say open zone, this isn't just one singular open world like in Breath of the Wild. This is just a theory. They've also mentioned it's the Starfall Islands, so each island will be like the level. So like it's in many ways like a traditional Sonic game, except that these zones are open and non-linear. That I would be okay with.
Am I gonna piss somebody off?
Early on in our show, like I said, let's do it that way, Tony Hawk style. Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead, Mike.
Am I going to piss somebody off if I say, hey, so like Mario Odyssey?
I mean, yeah, like Mario Odyssey.
Again, not a criticism.
That's more Mario 64. That's the basic layout, isn't it?
With the Mario stuff, I mean, with this whole thing, I see it more as the immediate aesthetic, you know? Like, my main issue with like Sonic Lost World wasn't the fact that he's traversing on anti-gravity platforms and stuff like that. It was the fact that it looked like a Sonic game and sound fucking that's a big complaint, isn't it? A Sonic game looks like a Sonic game. No, it was the fact it looked like a Mario game. The level themes were pretty much identical to Mario games. The art style was Mario and the music sounded like Mario.
Yeah, I'll get into my thoughts on Lost World another time. Yeah. I'm just trepidatious, but again, I think we just don't have enough there. For what it's worth, ever since I was a little kid, I always wanted to see a video game having Sonic run through a big, giant field full of like flowers and stuff like that. And that's literally what they showed in here. So like, I think I'm going to be pretty happy for the most part, even if it's not exactly what I want. And again, like we keep not talking about it, but I think this is super, super important. Ian Flynn is writing the fucking story. That's crazy.
Do you think there'll be any 2D in this one?
I think we kind of need to get away from that. Personally,
I agree.
Yeah, it's just like, so for me, how much 2D is in like SA 1 and 2?
None.
And it's like,
It's better.
Yeah,
that
but
way.
they made good levels structured around that, right? Like, I thought so.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't see how you could have 2D in an open world, but if they manage to get it in there, I'll be both impressed and pissed off.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be like mad if there's like little 2D sections. I'm just gonna be a little confused as to why they felt the need. As far as I'm concerned, for the 2D stuff, I still want that, but I would prefer games that just kind of focus on it, like another Sonic Mania style game or something like that.
Yeah, do one or the other. You know, don't do them both in the one package. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but I did a funny because Nick was like, "But can we talk about Ian Flynn?" I was like, "So do you think there'll be 2D gameplay then?"
Oh, I do want to talk about Ian Flynn though, because that is cool.
Denied.
So by all means, you all keep going. I don't need to be here.
Oh no.
Take the floor, Wayne.
I'm just gonna keep drinking my cactus cooler. Have you guys ever had cactus cooler?
What is cactus Kool-Aid?
Cactus cooler.
I'm gonna have to send you a can of this pup. It is an orange pineapple soda.
I am so stoked for this soda package, man.
You should be. I've tracked down a lot of weird shit for you.
I'm gonna be both quenched and diabetic by the end of it.
Like a real American.
I have no idea what that is.
But I think it's only in California, like regularly. Like I was in California twice this past week, and I stopped at a supermarket and bought like four things of it. What are they called? 12 packs? 12 packs. That's what they're. Yeah. So Ian Flynn, I think this is a very important thing that not a lot of us are really talking about. And regardless of how involved he actually is in terms of the narrative structure of it, wherever you guys, it is so exhausting listening to the Sonic fan base because they ask for this one specific thing and then they're really mad about it the next day. And the whole term meta era just came in because like, oh, Sonic team is listening too much to the social media. This or that, the other. I don't give a fuck. I love seeing that they're paying attention. I love this because we've all been asking for Ian Flynn to write a fucking video game.
And we finally have that.
And like we were wondering, like we again really early on in our early episodes, like, hey, Ian Flynn's hopping off as the main writer of Sonic in terms of the comic book. I wonder what else he's up to.
I'm gonna say this
behold,
though, if he's writing this and the story still ends up being a crock, we know that Pontac and Graf weren't the issue.
I agree.
Unless there's also the possibility, because it says he's penning the story, it doesn't say he's penning the screenplay or the script. So there's also the possibility that Ian Flynn's penning the story, but Pontac and Graf will still write the dialogue. Possible.
Yeah.
Seems like kind of a lot to spend on writers, but like...
What I like about Ian, and I keep emphasizing this, and I know a lot of people are just a little bit big butt babies and like the old shitty Archie books for whatever fucking reason. What I like about him is he understands that Sonic is a video game character, and he writes the narratives in a way that mechanics would make sense. Because throughout the Metal Virus, regardless of my own issues with it, I think overall it is a good story.
Yeah.
And the tone fits for the character and this universe. And it also puts in a lot of emphasis on things that would make sense for boss fights or core game mechanics or this and that and the other. I think he would understand, even though he's not a game designer himself, I think he would understand how to write around these mechanics in such a way that makes sense narratively, and it's just overall fun. I just think he's going to be a great fit for whatever this game ends up being.
No, I can agree with that. Like, it's what I'm hoping is that we do get a story that has the same kind of scale and scope of something like the Metal Virus, because there was not a character in that universe that was not affected by that event. Just like how in stories like Sonic Unleashed or Sonic Adventure 2, there are not characters who would not be affected by what is going on in the world. Even if even if the writing doesn't necessarily show it, we know that they are going to be touched by the events that are going on. I want to see that with Frontiers. I'm hoping that we don't just get like Sonic's in a different world and therefore nothing that happens here matters. I'm not saying I didn't like the storybook game stories. I did. I just don't want to see that again here.
I have a hard time with those storybook stories, man. It just really feels like everybody's on a stage play when they use those old characters. Like I have a hard time. And I know you're not supposed to take it super seriously, but Yeah, I don't want that. I would like to see these characters fully and properly defined in a fun way. So
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm like,
yeah, I don't think it will have the same sense of scope as Metal Virus, given the fact that this does appear to be a fairly isolated solo adventure for Sonic. Like, he definitely appears to be all alone in a lot of these cutscenes. So I don't know if we're going to necessarily see a bunch of characters getting affected by everything that's going on. But, like, yeah, that's just my point, really. Sorry, I feel like I'm really trampling over your words today, Wayne.
oh, you're fine. No. I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm just the thing I want to know the most about is just how's the dialogue gonna go? Because again, like just reading off the comics and everything, it just feels so much more natural as like characters actually speaking to one another rather than just spouting lines that will keep the cutscene moving along. You know what I mean? Does that make any sense? There's something so weird about characters talking in Sonic games. It has been for a while now. When I'm listening to characters speak in colors and in forces, I feel like I'm not listening to anybody having a conversation. I feel like I'm hearing lines. I don't know how to describe it.
No, I agree. It feels. I'm very aware I'm watching a cartoon. If you get what I'm saying. And, you know, it's whatever. Like, I don't need Sonic dialogue to be perfect or anything, but like, yeah, no, I do feel like it is kind of the pits in a lot of ways.
I just want it to be a little more engaging. Like, I wouldn't mind a little emotional range in a couple of exchanges. I don't know.
yeah, and
I might be asking
think
too much there.
no, I don't think so, and I'm hoping that's what Ian brings to the table. I would like to see some more natural dialogue between this. We might see the best rendition of Roger's version of Sonic with Ian's writing. We might not. I'm excited to see. It's gonna be hard to top Boom in terms of his voice, I think. But in terms of the core modern Sonic, this might be the best. I'm hoping it's the best version we've seen of his characterization so far.
At least the modern Sonic, anyway. Like,
Right? Yeah.
So I guess pros and cons then. Like, so my con is I think they could have done much more with this world to make it look Sonic-y. Still looks a bit Breath of the Wild to me. Argue with a wall. As for the pros, though, it looks like the story is going a little bit back more to the adventure era. I'm not necessarily saying fully, but like the story does appear to be kind of more what I would like to see from Sonic. It's written by Ian Flynn. I don't think we're going to be having any 2D in this, nor are we seeing any classic Sonic in there. And obviously, the concept of an open world Sonic game sounds good. So let me be clear. I am looking forward to this. I'm just a little apprehensive about Sonic's image in the future.
Yeah, no, like in terms of, I know we've been picking on the game a bit today, but again, it's like if they don't want to show us shit about the title that they want us to be excited about, then it's going to be hard to be excited about it. And so we're just going off of what they've decided to share. But at the same time, it's like as a Sonic fan, yes, I'm excited that they're at least trying something different, and I'm hoping this is what Sonic needs. I just don't know if we're there yet.
This way, what was the big problem with Sonic Forces? Quick linear levels that feel super unsatisfying, right? We're not going to have that problem with an open world game, surely.
Nope.
So,
yeah.
Problem solved. Like, there is promise in this. I just wish we could do that with more of a confidence in the Sonic brand. And it's quite interesting to me having this trailer back to back effectively with the Sonic Movie 2 trailer. The Sonic Movie 2 trailer oozes so much confidence for Sonic as a character, his lore, his mythology, that brand. This new one, this Sonic Frontiers, doesn't. Like, it feels more like, hey, Zelda fans, please buy this.
Yeah, and it'll work on me as a Zelda fan.
I mean, for me too. Yeah.
I haven't completed it, but I really love Breath of the Wild. So, yeah, like that with Sonic, okay. Like, I think my main thing with Breath of the Wild is it takes a lot of patience traversing that world with a character that doesn't run very fast, and I think Sonic is ultimately going to solve that issue for me. But I think, to be honest, I'm at a point now because, like, before this, I was kind of debating in my head, would I be okay with the possibility that movie Sonic could ever replace the mainline Sonic? And in the past, I've kind of thrown it around for debate. At this point, I'm kind of like, Yeah, because we just got a much clearly defined character with the movie Sonic that's much more confident in just being Sonic. I'd be happy to see a Sonic movie video game at this point.
I wouldn't mind Ben's voice. I still want my mono eye. I think it's a little bit too Western for me. I think it's fine for live action. I still want Sonic to be.
You just reminded me of something, right? Because I was having a slight little debate with some friends when basically Crush 40 made the announcement that they would not be taking part in the second Sonic movie. And one of my friends was saying, God, he comes across as really entitled here. I was like, to be fair though, I think Crush 40 is as much a part of Sonic as his weird mono eye. And I was like, wait a minute, that's really not a good example for this, is it?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm like, God, what a weird freaking franchise, dude.
It really is.
I'm hoping. I'm hoping for the best. Again, I like Sonic as much as I've harped on it. I like Sonic the most when he's doing Zelda-esque things anyway. So
I like Sonic the most when he's doing Sonic-esque things like in Sonic 2. But that's just I'm starting to realize I'm becoming a Nick at this point.
Well, what I mean is like when he's doing Zelda thing in a Sonic way.
Okay, fair enough. But like I'm realizing something. Like Nick is kind of in that mold of like I've had my Sonic, nothing's gonna kind of top that. And I'm kind of falling into that now. I'm like, yep, Sonic Adventure 2 was the peak. Like
Well, no, I'm never. I don't think people understand. Like, I'm not trying to sit here being like, no, this is what it is, and it'll never top this. Like,
no, I'm not saying that.
Let me finish my fucking point.
Fuck.
My point is,
don't get mine wrong then. In that case,
oh my god. So my point is, for these last however long it's been watching this fucking franchise be whatever the fuck it is. My point is like, this was fighting with Mario for a reason, and I think it still has every potential to be in this conversation, like best game of the year, like every year, like Mario and Zelda always are. I think it still has that potential. It's just always in the hands of people that don't quite get it and just keep trying to chase Nintendo, basically. Because I want Sonic 3 Knuckles to be topped. I've always wanted it to be topped. I didn't want to be stuck with like, this is the best game of the franchise and nothing has evolved from there. I hate that. Sonic is always about evolution. And
so I agree, but no, go on. Sorry, I'm not going to do this again. Go on. Sorry.
No, this is like a strangely negative episode. I'm noticing.
What I meant was I'm not going to interrupt you again. This is a problem with me. I need to conquer it.
No, you're fine. I'm just noticing like we get a lot of fighting in the chat. Like, and like I noticed we're very like I think all of us are like in the same boat here. Like we're very trepidatious about this game.
Okay, so to everybody
if they haven't shown us anything.
To everybody getting defensive, I'm going to issue this warning now. I will come to your house and kill you. Okay?
Jesus.
All right, now as for the rest of us. The bottom line is I want them to top Sonic Adventure 2. It's not going to happen. It's not.
I want a game that gives me the feeling of Sonic Adventure 1, but in a way that game never could have accomplished in its time period.
Yeah, I agree. I've been waiting for that because like when I first played Sonic Adventure, there was like nothing else quite like it. It was like, holy shit, he really is back. And it just floored me. That game completely floored me. And yeah, going back on it now, yeah, it definitely has its flaws that we can look back on, sure. But I was always hoping like we would be far past that point, and I just don't think we're there yet. And I'm hoping we are with this next one. I really do. It looks like they're making strides to do that. Like if nothing else, I am happy that I'm not seeing another Forces, you know? Like that's all I can hope for. Like they're trying to take it in a different direction. They got a good writer on board. So that's two major things that people have had major problems with is like the super linear games that were like the boost style. That's out the window. Pontac and Graph out the fucking window.
Seems like it, but we still don't know.
But those are still net positives, if nothing else.
Yeah.
You have somebody who gives a shit about Sonic writing Sonic, you know?
I think Frontiers could it has the potential to be a big step in the right direction. Even if it's not exactly what I want, it's got the potential to be a huge step in the right direction. But I can't say that with any confidence right now because, like Wayne says, they just haven't shown us enough. And it's like 2 trailers in now, and you're being so vague.
I can guarantee that my optimism for this game is going to shoot straight up as soon as you show me a trailer that isn't just effectively nothing more than concept art in motion.
What about your PP? Will that shoot up as well?
It will definitely do that. But I think the thing that'll make Wayne.
Oh my God, Suris.
What?
It has been a while since I've heard your voice, Suris.
Look,
what a good time.
I am having to help Raz with medical stuff. I am sorry.
No, that's understandable. No, you don't owe us any explanations.
But I will say this. I know the thing that will make Wayne the absolute most happy is if we see Sonic running inside a temple.
Yes! I mean, I really want to see that. I mean, really
there's a
do.
temple in the new Sonic 2 movie, so
I know.
I think the thing that I guess I find a little frustrating is I think like Monic Maker has made actually quite an interesting point about how Lost World was quite a shakeup. But like, it kind of makes me think I would have loved a game that felt like Sonic Lost World and did the things Lost World did, if it just didn't have quite such a Mario art style, you know, if they weren't quite so transparent about aping Mario. Like, that's the thing, is I want Sonic games to have the aesthetic laid down by games like Generations, Adventure 2, even Colors, Unleashed, things like that. But I would like them to try these new playstyle things that they are trying, that they are kind of pulling a little inspiration from with Nintendo. I'd kind of like a marriage of that. And that's the thing, is I feel like if you're going to take inspiration from their concepts, you don't need to pull the entire art style with you as well. And I think that's just where my point of frustration is. I mean, put it this way, it's not like it's cel-shaded, you know, this new Sonic game. The funniest part is I've been asking for a cel-shaded Sonic game for ages, but it's like, if you put that in this, it would become way too transparent.
You would immediately just be like, wait, this is just Breath of the Wild. Like, that's all it is.
I would be like, this is everything I've wanted, but at the same time, I don't want it.
So you would effectively be Sonic Twitter at that point?
I get it now, I think. I get why it is difficult to make a Sonic game that fans will like, because people are like me in that they want a bunch of things, but there's always a caveat. And that caveat is something that I think a major studio like Sega isn't necessarily paying close attention to. So, you know what, maybe, you know what I'll do? I'll acknowledge that it does look like Breath of the Wild. A little too much for comfort. But I will say I am cautiously optimistic about Sonic Frontiers, and I do think that there is every possibility that this could be a much better Sonic game than some of the games we've been seeing recently.
Here's my thing with Frontiers. Even if the game is like just kind of mid, right? Like a lot of the Sonic games we've been getting, even if it is that, but the movement feels good, like really good, then I will be satisfied. I can't tell you how much time I've spent just playing with the wire bug and Monster Hunter because the movement feels good. I will gladly 100% do that in this game. Just run around aimlessly, just be like, yep, this is fine.
I've played around with that thought process, but I'm at a point where it's like, no, actually, I want a Sonic game where they get everything right now. It's about time. Like, I feel like, you know, it's been long enough now. It's fucking overdue. I just want a Sonic game that gets everything right. It doesn't have to be perfect, because no game is perfect. But I want a Sonic game that doesn't fuck up one major thing, that I can just play and go, wow, what a rush, what a great game, what an experience. I am more than happy to pay full price for that.
We are in complete agreement on that front, man.
Yeah, come on already. Like, I saw on Twitter... someone was saying, oh, it looks like they haven't got any playable characters in this one aside from Sonic, and someone responded saying, oh, well, they have to get the gameplay right first, so it's fair enough. I was like, it's been 10 years since they got the gameplay right.
Yeah.
Like, but not only that, like, they should get the gameplay right every time, because, and let me just check my notes here to make sure that I'm correct on this, Sega is a game studio. It's kind of... Their whole thing is getting gameplay right.
Are you sure about that?
It's kind of like, I'm sure that today at the shop is going to be just fine as long as But my one employee, he just has to get clocking in down.
He needs to get customer
basically.
service down. Once he's got that down, we can give him a uniform.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess this pair of Sega Wellington boots I bought are at least, consistent. Like, fucking no. Like, a game studio should know how to make good gameplay. I'm not gonna baby this. Like, individual developers on that team, yes, I have some sympathy, tussle the old hair and everything, But it's like, I'm sorry, but to have an instant where there's a Sonic game that you pick up and say this wasn't worth the money is unacceptable. And to have a long lineage of that is pretty shit. And to now be at a point where it's like, well, I liked this, this, and this, but overall the game was just mid. It's like, come on now, get moving. Sonic, on your fucking feet. Come on. Fuck me. Come on, big boy.
Yeah.
There's at least
I think
one
we
thing.
all have every right to be trepidatious. I mean, looking at Kishimoto's work prior to this point, he's not really done anything to fully blow me away. And yeah, track record's a track record. Like, you have every right to be trepidatious, and you absolutely should be. But I'm still excited at the end of the day.
Do I look like I need your excitement?
2 nights ago, I actually had a dream about the Sonic reveal.
Oh.
It was revealed to be Sonic karaoke. And it was crap. And it had an incredibly inappropriate opening cutscene.
Wasn't there a Mario DDR game?
Yeah.
I own it.
Oh, God.
I mean, better to have DDR than fucking karaoke, as far as I'm concerned.
Hey, man, no. Think of all the Crush 40 songs that are in there.
I'm
Get us
about
around
to that.
How do you dance to that?
No,
We're all doing karaoke, singing I Am All of Me.
No, bitch, motherfucker. Here's the thing that I've been thinking of for years. During the Guitar Hero phase, they so should have had a Sonic rock band game.
They should have.
That would have been amazing.
That would have printed money. I guarantee it. Like,
I mean, there are like custom ways to do that, right?
So,
like,
but the thing is, like, Sonic was always about like aping trends. Why am I complaining today? I've come to think of it like, yeah, why am I complaining? But Sonic is about hopping onto trends and such. And like, yeah, like a Sonic rock band, Sonic Guitar Hero thing would be right up the street. But if they made it into 2010s, it would have like Mario soundtrack on it. That's, I guess, what I'm referring to here.
At least we got Trogdor on Guitar Hero.
I think.
What even is that?
I think it's important for us to realize. I think a lot of us are a little bit burnt from colors being what it was. Ultimate. I think we all understand, like, that was very much supposed to be like a stopgap that really went off the rails, embarrassingly went off the rails, and quickly reminded us that this is Sonic Team. I mean, obviously that wasn't Sonic Team, but this is Sega handling the Sonic franchise, and they tend to fuck up a lot. But I think before that, and with the trailer, I think it's important for us to remember, like, it does take a long time for any of these projects to be made. So when they take in that feedback, like, they still have to be taking the feedback from like 3-4 years ago going forward. And it takes a long time for that shit to marinate and, get out of the oven. And I do think if we consider like the symphony, and we consider what we saw with the movie trailer, I think they're doing their best to listen and really redefine Sonic. And I'm going to give them props for that, because we are seeing both old and new in equal measure in the ways that we were asking for back with the last anniversary, which was like, we want the 3D games to evolve, go forward, and be their own thing, and embrace the classic stuff here and there where appropriate. Don't lean heavily on it. And Mania is doing its own thing, and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, the movie, the new game, and Origins is them responding to all of our complaints back in 2017. I'm hoping beyond hope that 2022 is going to be the proper year of Sonic. I hope.
Every year is the year of Sonic, according to Sega, but hopefully this time they'll really mean it. Celebrating Sonic's 32nd anniversary. But so yeah, I guess I will say this. I do feel a little enlightened by this stream. I do feel like I have a bit more of an awareness of what my issue with the Frontiers promo has been. Kind of more that we're just not actually seeing any of what's really important about this, which would be the gameplay. But I guess, I'm kind of a bit more at terms with Sonic kind of just aping the Zelda thing. My request is, Sonic team, get it right. Get it right this time, okay?
If you're gonna copy it, take it and just do it better.
In fact, blow fucking Breath of the Wild out of the water. I know it's going to be impossible. I know it's going to be a really difficult task because that game is a masterpiece. But, fucking blow it out the water. Have Sonic fucking destroy.
It just has to do what it did for Mario, where Mario is it's refined and it understands what it is. And I think Zelda's going to do the same with the sequel. But the fun of Sonic was we're going to drop a ball in here. And how fun is it to watch it roll around?
I gotta piss. I'll be right back.
Fair enough. As long as it's different enough, the way he moves around in that environment, that's all any of us are going to care about at the end of the day. The aesthetic, I've never been super concerned about the aesthetic. I've been happy with the more realistic stuff or the more cartoony stuff. I got no issue with Lost World. I love colors, art design, all that. But man, all we needed and all we're looking for and all we're complaining about right now is how he fucking moves in that environment. Show us that and we're going to be fine. But all that said, I do think we do need to do a little bit more research with some of these old leaks. I'm sure there are going to be people like Speed Supersonic and other people that Sonic Show, Sam Procrastinates. I'm sure they're going to be doing their analysis of old stuff. Chalmix too, I'm sure.
Yep.
So I'm excited to see all these guys pick it apart and go back to those old leaks and see what's been confirmed, and in turn, what else can be confirmed. Are we going to be getting a branching combat situation there? That's something we haven't talked about, right? From a lot of those leaks say Sonic has a combat tree that he has to unlock, like other, more Ubisoft-ish kind of open world games.
It would also be really reminiscent of what we got in Secret Rings too, where a lot of Sonic's abilities are just kind of things you have to customize as you go, but they're not as combat centric as something Ubisoft does.
Yeah, so I'm very curious about that. And it's been a long time since I played Secret Rings. That's such a weird game for upgrades. That's so linear.
Well, my issue with Secret Rings has always been that I think the game gets really good after you've unlocked 2 hours of upgrades.
I'm gonna have fun picking that apart. I'm really excited to go into those games.
But if we get a system like that in Frontiers, I'm hoping that they at least make sure that Sonic feels really good to move around in the beginning. Kind of like how Generations did, actually, where Sonic feels fine to move around with no upgrades at all, but you could go in and give him better stopping and stuff as upgradables, and it makes him tune a little bit to how you like to play, but the game feels fine in its vanilla mode, which is something Secret Rings doesn't do. I'm hoping that Frontiers leans more onto the Generations way of doing things, at least where movement's concerned, if they're going to lock some movement options behind experience points.
The upgrades for Generations for me didn't feel like they were trying to improve the core gameplay, but rather probably what the Wisps should have been, where it was we gave you teases of it in the levels, but if you want to actually play around with it afterwards, now that you've beaten these levels, have fun.
Yeah, I like that it was just stupid shit, giving Sonic a skateboard and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, although the elemental shields I would have preferred if they were actually proper in-level mechanic things. There's a mod, actually, the classic Sonic Improvement mod for Sonic Generations, which actually puts the elemental shields in the levels. So that's a lot better. That's how I think it should have been.
Yeah, I've been very torn about that. I've been thinking about that a lot since I wrapped up everything I did with colors. The weird thing about the Wisps, and the especially weird thing is because they kept bringing it back, is it always felt so non-committal to me when I compare it to Sonic Colors DS, where it really kind of helped you, push along your hedgehog, and it's just very optional. And I was reading a lot of old articles in that for the game and its development, where they were really stressing that these things were optional, which is not always true, as Chalmix has proved through his video.
The worst offender for that is Sonic Lost World on 3DS.
Right,
they have entire levels dedicated to Wisps.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. I feel like if they were going to go for it, you need to go for it. and instead we got this weird like middle of the road kind of situation with the wisps, and I think it was a detriment to the game itself. I like the idea of more optional exploration things. I thought that was a decent enough idea, but I don't know. I'm getting off into a wild tangent that really deserves a lot more analysis than what I'm giving it right now. But I just don't want any half measures. Like, just embrace these mechanics and do something interesting. I see just a lot of I don't see confidence in a lot of the boost games. We have to throw in a werehog, or we have to throw in classic Sonic, we have to throw in wisps. And I really want them to embrace what Sonic means in 3D. And I really hope that's what this game means.
It would actually be really good. Like, I would totally be on board with this if they made a game that was like the modern Sonic stages of Sonic Generations, and it was just 8 hours worth of that. Literally, like, just level by level, the story just progresses, and it's all entirely 3D boost modern Sonic. I would have absolutely no complaints. I would be like, yeah, okay, big thumbs up. Sega, you did it. That's back to basics as far as I'm concerned. But, like, with that aside, yeah. The wisps, I think if Sega really insists on having them in there, I think a way that I think could make people happy is if they're just this thing that exists in Sonic's universe, but it's just an in-universe explanation for certain power-ups, such as invincibility could now be invincibility wisps. The shield could be a shield wisp. The fire shield could be a fire wisp. Stuff like that.
I don't hate
that. I don't hate that at all.
I would also be happy if the wisps just stayed around as characters that obviously help, like, kind of like how Whisper, still has the Wispin, but like in the comic, Sonic just does not utilize the wisps at all. But the wisps are still obviously here. I wouldn't mind something like that, where like maybe every once in a while there's like a single section where they're like, here, a laser wisp can help out here. But for the most part, you just see them as background characters from here on out, helping characters like, say, again, Whisper, who is designed around using them.
So it's just a little part of the world building, effectively, as opposed to being a massive non-committal gimmick. And then they could do the same with how the rings exist. They could have like a little explanation for that, like such as
bee theory,
little bees or something.
I'm
just gonna fan service.
And I don't think anybody at the table is going to disagree here. I think for right now, at the very least, like the wisps we need to set them aside for a while. It's been too much of that shit for a bit.
Either set them aside or do something worth doing with them that's not going to detract from Sonic himself. And ultimately, Sega need to understand Sonic himself is the main event. He's front and center of these things. And
just give us Whisper as a playable character for small sections of Frontier. There's your wisps. Boom.
Well, what I would say is, I think just a smart direction Sega could take is do what I said of just doing 8 hours of nothing but modern Sonic boost gameplay with platforming in 3D, and have the other playable characters as just unlockable skins. They don't change the gameplay or anything. They're just skins.
Well, I don't know, man. Like I like embracing the more 3D environment thing, because I do like the idea, and if Sonic 4 tried to force this when they really shouldn't have. I like the idea of like, we're gonna embrace like a fully 3D Sonic and how he moves in this environment. And regardless of how well they execute, again, like the movement, as long as they nail that, I'm gonna be very happy. And then like the sequel would be like, okay, now we're gonna take this idea and give you gliding and flying and the Wispin and Tangle's tail. That's how Sonic used to be, It was like, okay, well, we have fun at the skate park, but now we're going to add a couple more tricks to your arsenal. I'm happy with that. That's what the characters were there for.
Also,
and no more fishing.
What I would also be game for, and Wayne's going to fucking despise me for saying this, but
that's okay, I'll despise you anyway.
A Sonic game akin to the Avengers game, where it's like a live service thing with a hub world and a war table for navigating to different missions, and you can play those missions as any character you want. You can do it multiplayer, you can race through those missions and stuff. It doesn't have to be the button-bashing beat-em-up that the Avengers is. It can still play like a Sonic game, but the levels are open, non-linear, and it's all about who gets to the finish line first or who scores the most points.
Games as a service needs to die as a concept on the hill it was birthed on.
I don't agree. Service.
No,
I do think Pup might be onto something here. If only
adding to it, like
Well, I mean,
I don't care. It also
okay.
eventually dies when servers go down.
Wait,
Well, it doesn't need to be a live service thing. Even if we're just talking single player mechanics, having an idea like that is not that dissimilar from what Sonic Adventure 1 did. It's not that dissimilar from what Sonic 2 and Sonic 3 did, where you have the same levels and everything, but they're catered towards certain characters.
Well, this was a thing I was thinking of when I was dreaming up Sonic Adventure 3 in my head, because I actually do that. I don't know if you guys do that, but I literally dream of the perfect Sonic game. Like when I'm just getting my lunch, I'll just be thinking, and this could work this way and stuff.
Feels like something you should bring up in therapy.
I think we have a healthy relationship with our hobbies, man.
Yeah, I'm about to say, that seems like something to bring up to your therapist.
Wait, so you don't kind of just think, God, I'm just in a moment of imagining how something would be, and I've got it all kind of mapped out how, like, my perfect Sonic would be. And, like, I know how I want Sonic Adventure 3 to play out, and it's like, basically, I kind of thought I wanted to have the moment-to-moment storyline and sort of constant momentum that Sonic Adventure 2 has, but I don't want to sacrifice the hub worlds. So I was thinking, what about Avengers Star war tables, where you've got outposts and a little war table for you to pick your next mission, which is on the map, and then that could lead you to the next level.
That sounds like Forces, but with extra
I was about to say, that's actually what Forces did.
Well, did Forces have a hub world?
It might as well
have.
He
said Forces with extra steps. That's what he said.
Did Forces have outposts? I feel like Forces would be a lot better if it did have a hub
Those
world.
are the extra steps, pup.
Well, I feel like Forces needed extra steps because the game is fucking non-existent!
Well, at least we agree on that, but here's what I'll say. When it comes to live service stuff. If you're gonna have... I don't hate the idea, as long as you're willing to have that as a single player thing that has updates, much like what we get with something like Monster Hunter, where like the game does not have to exist as an online thing to survive. If you want to have games as service, leave that for MOBAs, leave that for MMOs, leave that for arena shooters, games that physically cannot survive without having that service attached to them because it's part of their design. Sonic is not that. Get that shit out of him. He's going to need a colonoscopy after you're done with that.
Oh my God. Well, I kind of zoning out here. I have a massive headache today. I don't know if he really means like the live service stuff in general, but like, you know what I kind of miss, honestly? And I've been noticing this in the chat here. Like people are very paranoid. Like, oh, we have to wait 5 years for the next game. Like I just want Sonic to get back to the point where it's like it's a big enough franchise where it's just like it's whatever if we do like a weird experimental game on the side and we don't have to be all doom and gloom about it. You know, it's like, well, if it didn't work, it didn't work. Whatever. It's just kind of how Mario and Zelda do it. Like, who's actually talking about that weird ass 3DS multiplayer game anymore?
True.
Which one?
Exactly.
What was that?
The Triforce Heroes or some bullshit like that.
Oh, yeah. No, that game was it was a fine idea, but it was
But
yeah, but like the Zelda fan base isn't like ripping itself apart talking about it. It was like, well,
true,
it was
because
whatever.
they did that with Federation Force, but that's because that franchise didn't have games coming out.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the thing with Zelda. The Zelda fan base is not starved of a good entry into their main series. They never really are. Even when you've got a Skyward Sword situation where the fan base is cut in half, you still get Link Between Worlds in close proximity, where you still have a game that most of the fan base is just like, no, this is fucking fine and this is good, and it doesn't even feel like a side thing. Metroid didn't have that when Federation Force came out.
No, and that just feels like Sonic nowadays too, because like as much as I'll like pick at Skyward Sword, and a lot of us have, it's only falling down a little bit in terms of like a Zelda game. In terms of a game, it's still very good, you know? Which nobody's gonna agree with me on that one, I guess. All right.
No, I'm sorry, I'm kind of with you. I'm zoning out, man. I'm tired.
No, my head hurts really bad. Well, I mean, we're kind of getting off the point here. I think we've said all we can really say for Frontiers for right now. I hope to be completely turned around, because I was dumbfounded by the announcement of Ian Flynn being on there. That's a good sign for me. They are putting in things that we have been asking for, that we desperately want, which is give Sonic a little more freedom. So we'll be trepidatious because we've seen the track record before, but they are still steps in the right direction as far as I'm concerned.
Can I? There is one thing that I want. very badly. And somebody in chat just mentioned something that made me think, okay, so you guys know Telltale Games is back, right?
Yeah. It's nice to hear.
Okay, so why can't we have a Team Chaotix Telltale game?
I don't think it would sell.
I don't think so either.
I don't care. I want it.
I'm sure it'd be pretty good.
Run that by me again.
So somebody in chat mentioned a detective game featuring the Chaotix. Like, I want a detective game featuring the Chaotix, but made by Telltale.
To be honest, man, I don't know if I can deal with hours upon hours of spoken narrative with charming fucking bass voice, man.
I don't know if I could do that much vector.
Yeah, SBO would be okay, but like SBO and Mighty, because Mighty doesn't even talk. Like,
y'all want to talk about Jesus?
Plus, I'm telling you, man, make Mighty mute. It's the best way.
Plus, I don't trust Telltale, so...
I like Telltale. Well, I've only played one Telltale game.
So that's my thing. They've made a couple of good ones. Batman was good. I heard Back to the Future was fun.
Walking Dead was good. It was the thing that put them on the map.
Walking Dead was fine, and then it just kept going.
How about literally
playable cutscenes?
How about a Sonic GTA thing?
Oh my god, Nick, I completely missed a detail about that Star Wars Eclipse trailer yesterday.
I did too.
I'm no longer excited.
I am not either. Yeah,
wait,
no,
what's
the developer, the dev team.
It's Quantic Dream.
Yeah, Quantic Dream. I thought they were the guys that made Control. I thought they were the Alan Wake guys, but the Alan Wake guys are making Alan Wake.
No, it's fucking David Cage, the guy behind Detroit Become Human.
I like that game.
That game is bullshit. Go watch what? Detroit Become Human is a cesspool of ideas it stole from other things that did it better.
I thought it was good.
I've never heard anything necessarily bad about that, and Raz absolutely loves that game. But
yeah, I thought it was terrific. I thought it was a great story and everything.
It's fucking terrible. Stupid robot with his goddamn hands. They basically actually almost shot for shot ripped off of scenes from freaking iRobot in Blade Runner. It is nothing but a cacophony of David Cage's own fucking asshole coming out of the screen.
Yeah, but it's good though.
It's not.
What I loved was Jeff Keighley's vague hey, abuse is not a good thing in the game industry. By the way, here's something from Quantic Dream. They have so many there's just so many issues like Quantic Dream. We've had a lot of people coming out talking about wow, Wayne, yeah, you're not wrong. Wow.
Yeah,
we're not gonna get
into that conversation.
Let's just drop it. I'm with you, Wayne. I don't like Quantic Dream games.
Yeah.
So I don't give a fuck about Eclipse anymore. But since we're moving off of Sonic altogether, should we just get to super chats, guys? Because it sounds like a couple of us boys have some nasty headaches, and Suris, you got some stuff you got to go deal with.
Yeah, I gotta hit the road at some point today too.
All right.
I'm also important.
Do you want to start things? You want to start things off, Pup?
Okay, let's have a look then. It's beneath. Oh, Suris, stop sending us your face shit. God,
that's not that was in response to the thing Jamal posted.
You drinking
just
Catboy milk?
It's just drinking cum.
You're just drinking Catboy milk. This is a weird fetish of drinking milk from things. Fuck's sake!
Catboy milk is. What else is that? What else is boy milk?
I also just want to point out that that body pillow that you made that triggered us. You've got that as your profile picture, so it's unavoidable for us right now. You're like that person that smokes cigarettes by a doorway, so we have to walk through your fucking cloud of smoke. But rather than smoke, it's a fetish.
Made it very apparent he wants to drink our Catboy milk. But let's carry on with the.
I'm not a cat boy. I'm a cat man. Okay. All right. So,
God,
we've got our pal Jamal with $2. What's your opinion on Knuckles and Tails' movie looks?
Good.
They look wonderful. Beautiful boys.
They're huggable. They look like friends.
I like that they tweaked Tails a little bit. I think he's gonna. I was really worried he was gonna be he just look all right. looked. He looked like a flocked Funko Pop in the first movie. Okay.
All right, leave him alone. He wasn't that
The
bad.
head was so big. His head was so
Because
big.
Tails' head is big.
He looks better now.
It does look better now. I'll give you that. Then Suris says BRB. Wayne, you're next. Not Wayne. Nick.
That's me. All right, so Way Past Yule Kid sent us $20. Stunningly incredible how this trailer is one of the most well-received pieces of Sonic media in a long time. Welcome to the Act 1 of Good Future Zone, boys. I can't stop talking about this movie, plus watching other people's reactions. Well, thank you for that generous super chat. And as negative as we've been about perceived negativity, just trepidation for this new Sonic game. I think we're all in just very happy with the movie. So yeah,
I like
I'm
the
with
festive
you.
name, by the way, as well.
Way Past Yule Kid.
Suris, you're up.
Sure. This one is from our pal Jamal, just to satisfy.
No. Yeah, we already did this one, Wayne.
Did we?
Oh,
Yes.
okay. No, I'm sorry. I threw these in here because I wasn't 100% sure if we did these ones or not.
Okay.
So
and then there was another one from Way Past Yule Kid. Did we already do that one as well?
So no, it's Aiden's our next one.
80. Okay, so
Aiden.
From Aiden F. Thank you very much for the $2. Do you think I need your powers to be hyped? No.
Yeah.
We don't.
Maybe that was the
is
first
he
one,
allowed
yeah.
to do that accent? Is that allowed?
Am I allowed to mimic a Sonic character saying a lot? Yes.
I don't know. I think Idris
Jesus
Elba's deliberately
Christ.
doing an accent. When I heard him, he reminded me of Black Panther.
I just don't care.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking God.
Not even
shut up.
loud.
I hate this.
Wayne, your turn.
Way Past Yule Kid, $9.99. Also, sorry I missed donating the last couple of times. Please never be sorry for not donating.
Never feel
money.
sorry
We
for donating our
appreciate it.
bills.
This is a terrible relationship.
I missed you boys. I'll make sure to make up for that. Please do not feel pressured.
There's nothing to make up for.
So I will use this time to say, hello, sir. Sirs is... Oh,
I think I know what that was supposed to say.
yeah.
So, our pal Jamal is back with another $5. Says, guys, what do you think of Sega sold the movie rights to Paramore Movie Studios? Was it smart or a bad idea? I was unaware that Paramore had broke into film. But I think it was a good idea. I think it clearly paid off in the end.
How did we get here?
I mean, Sonic Misery Business. Yeah, hell yeah, I'm down.
It's a good band. I like that band.
I like Paramore. Paramore's great.
I'm very iffy on Paramore, but like, yeah.
And I'm gonna go ahead and skip past the next couple ones. So just keep in mind here, because Way Past Yule Kid sent us $5 to correct Jamal. He said, "Sorry, Jamal. I think it's Paramount. Paramore is a punk band. I didn't know if that was a joke or not. Happy Crimbus boy."
I'm gonna put that down to an autocorrect. But Merry Chrism to you too, Way Past Yule Kid.
Merry Chrysler.
Which means that Suris, you have to read the evil thing that Nick can't pronounce.
Yes, the evil Dulik. For 179, was Sonic's spine shorter and teeth more obvious? I
could tell that I don't think his spines were shorter, but he looked a bit more defined overall, I guess.
I can't say that I could tell.
The shave.
The biggest difference I could see was that the area on his nose where like it leads into the eyes where we would normally see like the Una eye for Sonic, the blue part of his fur is shifted more down now, so it doesn't look like there's a bit in the middle like there was in the original movie. That's like the one change I could notice.
He's still that gross shade of blue, unfortunately, as well.
I don't hate this shade of blue.
I thought they changed his shade of blue. I think he looks nicer.
On the poster, he looks nicer. In the film, he still looks kind of gross. But that's only the color.
Yeah,
like,
man, you look gross.
Well, you look fucking gross.
They're gonna make out viciously later.
Oh God. Oh no. Oh shit. No. Okay. So, my coworker just texted me. Apparently, we just got a shipment. Guess what Sonic character we just got plushes of? This of all fucking things.
Infinite?
Charmy, the goddamn motherfucking stupid, worthless piece of shit bee.
Well, there you go.
Oh,
B theory confirmed, boys.
he's brain damaged. You can't talk about him that way.
I can and I will, and
Isn't
I just
it-
did. Get on my level.
It's still horrible that that's part of the freaking Chaotix theme song.
Who is next? Who is?
I think it's Wayne. I think it's Wayne.
Yeah, Wayne, you got to read for our NFT winner from last week.
Ledric, I'm so sorry. US $50 goddamn dollars. Holy shit. Thank you.
Thank you,
Man, those areas sure look fun to glide and climb in. Too bad we don't have a character in Sonic for that. If only Sonic Team would knuckle down and create a character for exploration. Yeah.
Yeah.
Knuckles would be fun in an open world environment like that.
Yeah, he sure as fucking shit would, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he would. That would be pretty good. Knuckles and Temples, that's all I'm saying.
Because he doesn't need Sonic's power.
Do you think he
Pup,
needs
it's your
your
turn.
power, Pup?
Is it my turn? I have
Yeah, it
power.
is.
Okay.
You do.
The return of the Way Past Yule Kid with $4.99. To be fair, people have been begging for an open world Sonic for years, hence the fan projects, etc., like Sonic Utopia. And I'm right there with them. We'll just have to see how it plays out. I'm a little apprehensive, but I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I mean that's at the end of the day. Like
That's what it's
open
like to be
worlds
a
are fine and
Sonic
all.
fan.
We got plenty of them. Yeah, we want to play Sonic, and we want it to be a Sonic experience at the end of the day. I get worried because I look at the structure. I'm like, I don't want to figure out puzzles with Sonic the fucking Hedgehog. That
bring
was
back the
literally
ball
the
puzzle.
worst part of Sonic 3.
Bring back the ball puzzle from Sonic 06, but make it the entire game.
I swear to God.
You mean Katamari?
What's that?
Nah, 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 nah,
Fucking
nah.
video game pop.
Nah,
Is
nah,
it
nah,
like
nah, nah,
a
nah.
fried mini squid dish that you can get in restaurants?
No, it's an amazing series of video games. It's awesome.
It's one of it is one of the most satisfying games to just sit down and zone out to.
It's very stupid, and you're going to love it. Where were we?
The King of the
Hop
Universe
along.
has a crotch plate.
You've got the return of the Way Past Yule Kid.
Oh, with the $1.99. I hope we can all agree. No wisps, please. I think we've thoroughly gone over our thoughts on it. I wouldn't hate them in like with Whisper. That's what I appreciate it again about Ian Flynn. Like he took a concept I did not like and made it fun for me. But
Wait, is that why she's called Whisper?
yes,
Yes.
That's epic.
Yeah.
It's also because she barely speaks due to trauma. It's a double thing.
That's
Yeah.
incredible. I want to fuck her.
Somebody read the next super chat, please.
go Suris.
Yeah.
You've got one of my favorite patrons.
Yep.
They're
From
all my favorite.
From Mr. SP, thank you very much for the $10. Ben Schwartz and Jim Carrey did a great job hyping up the trailer. Jim Carrey's psychotic rant made my day.
Dude, it's in the grinder.
I didn't know what he was doing. Like, this is a little cringy, and then he kept going, and then it was funny.
It was one of those things where
somebody-
when he got to the second part, it was starting to really grow on you.
Yeah, that's where it started to work for me. I think I
Yeah,
mentioned it in your stream last night, Nick, but somebody took a screen capture of that, and then they just started Jim Carrey like shaking angrily into the camera, just saying, "Hello, I've come to make an announcement. Shadow the Hedgehog's a bitch ass motherfucker."
And another one as well, where he's got it and he's going, Spider-Man's name is Peter Parker.
Holy shit.
Right, Wayne, you've got the return of the Way Past Yule Kid.
Soylent Green is people. Oh, nobody, and none of you fucking kids are gonna get that one. Way
It's
Past
real
Yule
people
Kid with
I get it.
four. You seen Soylent Green?
You literally study film. You better get it, Pup.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard it referenced in Futurama, so yeah.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. I'm suddenly a lot more disappointed.
All right. Anyway, yeah. Way Past Yule Kid.
I don't know what we're doing anymore.
$4.99. This game might be the idea of playing the opening of the
Can I not
of
hear Wayne?
Sonic
What's going on?
What?
I guess you can't hear him.
Yeah, we can hear him though.
He's speaking right now.
Can you guys hear
Can I
me?
not hear me?
I can hear him. Yeah, I
Oh.
can hear you.
Oh.
I can hear you, Wayne.
Oh, I ripped out my headset. I couldn't hear you guys.
You
Well, that explains that.
absolute why?
Because I was
I love us.
laughing.
I love us a lot. We're great. I
Oh
love
my
it.
God.
It's good here. We have fun. Anyway, this game might be the idea of playing the opening of this Sonic CD with Sonic looping around those trees and looking cool and feeling good to control. I hope that is the case.
I give that idea a supersonic thumbs up.
5 chili
Thank
dogs
you.
out of 6.
I give that one hedgehog dick.
I'd come to that.
Way to escalate things, Nick.
So moving along,
Pup can't be
Dude.
the only monster here.
Jerome McCalla, who sends £4.49, sorry, and says, Team Sonic Racing and Forces were delayed. For some reason, in the case of Forces. I believe the leaks about the game being broken are true. It's still Sonic Team, so keep your expectations in check. That's certainly the realistic perspective,
And
unfortunately.
if it's broken in the same way that Mario Sunshine's broken, I'll be okay.
I think these next super chats take place after I threaten to murder the audience.
We should just clip that statement from you. Just
Let's
that.
see here.
Well, go on then, Nick. Read out for Lederick.
Yeah, hang on a second here. I had to get back there because I clicked something and I wasn't on our chat anymore. Lederick gave us $5. Pup, if you manage to kill me, you can have all my crappy games and Spider-Man merch. Can we also have that
sounds like a
NFT
win.
back?
No, we sold it to him fair and square, okay?
Yeah, but if we
But-
kill him,
I will say this, Lederick, it is your responsibility to get that NFT back from LS Mark. So
you need to get that. You actually need to go get
Because he
that from
stole it.
everybody.
God.
You've seen it everywhere, so you have to go ask
that is
everybody.
you know what I love is the amount of people that shared pictures of their photo gallery filled up with that NFT.
It's so
because-
fucking funny. It was
No,
so
but it gives
funny.
me such a power high to see like I've filled up someone's gallery just by being a shit. Also, yeah, I will gladly accept the Spider-Man merch and crappy games. Well, you're in luck. I like crappy games. I'm a Sonic fan after all.
Hey.
There we go.
Aha!
So I guess we get the next one.
I thought Nick was the next one.
No, Nick, you
just
don't
did
get
it.
it.
Wait.
Nick
I
did
just
the one,
literally
Nick
did
did
it.
the one from Lederick.
Suris, you're on.
No.
Yeah.
Just read over the
This one's from-
stupid whining mule.
This one's from Black Yakuzu 94. Thank you very much for the $5. I hope that even if Frontiers misses the mark, they go and try to refine it to something more Sonic and not just toss it out like with Lost World. Yeah.
Is that a fucking unicorn outside my window?
What?
What?
Because that's more likely than Sega not tossing out a concept if it doesn't immediately work.
God damn.
You know
But I
what?
appreciate your optimism.
That one works.
Holy shit, that was great. Oh, that was so good. Oh my god. Wayne, it's your turn.
Aqua
Wayne.
Blue Tea, $4.99. Next stream topic suggestion. Who's the best voice of Sonic? Go through the main line of games and discuss at the end, rank them.
Can we do it now?
I mean, Jason, right?
I think
Ryan.
I think Jason.
Mate, Ryan or Ryan?
I have to go with Jason just because Jason's got the emotional range Ryan never got the chance to develop.
I feel like I would not enjoy that discussion.
If we're looking at Boom, though, actually, if we're counting Boom, I think Roger, actually, and I'm not just saying that Roger's the best Boom Sonic, because that's kind of a moot point, but, like, I don't know, I feel like Roger has delivered some of the best performances that have ever come to Sonic in the Boom sub-brand.
When I see that voice mocked, I hear Jason's voice, which is a more refined version of Ryan's voice, which is just your generic surfer boy kind of a deal. But I like Jason's the best.
J. Lil White as well he's very much classic Sonic's voice. Although Martin Burke is also good. I like the voices of Sonic, okay? Ben Schwartz too. I think they're all good.
I actually liked the delivery of Ben's lines more in this trailer than I did practically anything from the first Sonic movie.
You know what? Actually, now that you mentioned, I really love Ben's voice. Like I was talking, like, and I've said about it earlier in the video, but man, like he was so unbelievably charming compared to everybody else on that stage yesterday.
Oh yeah, he's very likable. He also looks like he could be Andrew Garfield's weird cousin. Tell me you don't see it.
I see it.
I want to see them two together. I don't think they've ever been together. I want to see them together. Put Ben Schwartz in Spider-Man No Way Home for some reason.
Just yeah, why not? Ugh. God, my head hurts so
next?
bad.
Who is the next reader?
Did you just go? Who just went?
Was it Wayne? Wayne, did you just go?
I just went. Yeah, I just read
okay.
that.
Then it's my turn. So, Way Past Yule Kid is back again. I really feel like you're going the whole hog with that supposed making up for it thing, which you didn't owe us in the first place, but we're very, very grateful. Honestly, I was surprised by how positive you all were to the Wisps, but you know what? I like your ideas of them being used as well, with a little esteemed emoji, and that makes me pleased. That's nice. Thank you, Way Past Yule Kid.
Yeah, we were strangely polite. I don't like them.
Oh, we've actually got more on the way as well. Got to
add yeah, then this one's from Aki Dave. $1.99. Get well, Nick. Thanks, dude. Hopefully hopefully it will. All right, sir.
Next one we've got is from Sergio F for €5.
That's euros, yes. Well done.
5 fake video game currencies.
5 V-Bucks.
Man.
Euro, piece of shit.
Thanks. Thanks, Wayne. I've been to therapy. I've already come to terms with that. But
just read the fucking thing.
But man, I'm sleepy because I work too hard. Here's €5 for reasons. Aw. Well, thank you.
Thank you, Sergio.
We'll accept them
You should
for reasons.
That's why I have to read the next one.
Resist capitalism. Ah, yes. Come on, Wayne. Go ahead. Read that. In your nice, sincere voice.
Look, Yakuzu 94.
Go on,
US $2. Charmy B is eternal. That is until I get my little hands on him in the store and I burn him alive.
Have you been drinking again, buddy?
No, this is just Wayne on crack.
Because I'm quite sure the drinking age is 21 in the United States, not 15. Better luck next time, Wayne.
Wait, what was the drugs that Charmy and his homies were on in Archie? It was LSD, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
LSB, more like.
Yeah.
No, that's not a real laugh. Okay, so the return of the Way Past Yule Kid. Hashtag B Theory is forever canon. I did that. You see that? That's my footprint on this franchise.
B Theory is forever going to be shot out of a cannon. Just massacre Charmy with a giant cannon.
So Way Past Yule Kids sent us even more money. Thank you. $1.99. Pup, I'm a girl. Then a weird face excuse.
Wait, hold on. I know you're a girl. I don't know when I implied otherwise. But if I said dude or something, I just do that a lot because I'm an epic 90s bro. You know how it is.
Suris, got our last one.
Fine. This one is from Smacko. For 5 pen, I don't have something witty to say. Have some pen.
Yes. I'm going to take this pen to Pen Island and live out my riches.
Damn it, I was
have
gonna
you guys ever heard of this crazy website called Pen Island?
What is happening?
Oh, because penis.
Yeah. Hey, spell I cup, Wayne. Go on, spell it.
I watch you urinate.
Yeah, you do. You like it, don't you? Now, what's your face? You ready for the first-person 3D experience?
Okay. So
I wasn't aware we were getting.
This is a really interesting day.
Here comes my piss. Lol.
Well, that's enough from Channel Cuck and Cuck is boss, I think. Wait, no, Wayne is Cuck. That would have been way better. Fuck.
Oh, what about Channel Cuck and Wayne is bitch?
Rolls
I
off
have
the
to
tongue.
keep muting my mic because I'm coughing from laughing. Fuck all of you.
Oh my god.
Suris, the sexist and gay apologist.
What?
I mean, I would. I mean, it's 2021, bro. Come on.
There's nothing. I never said there was anything wrong with it. Now, did I? It's just quite funny. You
it's
see,
just
I told you.
implied.
Wait,
Quite funny, you see.
Pup,
I called you gay, even though you're not gay, and that's quite humorous.
Pup, that one's for you. Way past school kid. We cool though.
Thanks, way
Finger gun emoji.
Stop fingering me, though.
Sunglasses
That's very
emoji.
inappropriate.
Finger gun emoji.
Take your fingers away from me, buddy.
My God.
All right, I think it's about time we set the sun on this entire conversation.
You should set the sun on
fuck's sake.
fire.
Oh man, well,
I'm
guys,
not problematic. I'm very sorry.
Channel problem.
I might say I'm a little bit problematic.
Put that back on the where are we at on the meeting tracker?
I don't know.
I'll get out the whiteboard. Hang
apology.
Channel problems. We gotta have a talk with you.
I'm not going to repeat the things I did wrong because they don't bear mentioning, but I want you all to know that I am a work in progress, okay? I've grown a lot. I've done a lot of growth. I'm doing really well. And I really would like you guys' forgiveness so I can continue making some great new videos.
It's very fitting with the guilty dog face on your avatar.
I never saw it as guilty. I always saw it as more like he knows you've done something.
We just kind of...
It's like, do I tell? Do I
There's
say
some
anything?
people that are just like, there are people like, set the sun. Like, we need to take the sun out back and put a bullet in its head. Is what we need to do.
The sun is shining in the sky tonight.
And somehow light is fading from our world.
Thank you. Somebody else likes the Forces soundtrack.
It's a good soundtrack, to be fair.
Dog shit garbage.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So
every vocal track is annoying.
I agree with Wayne. I like we go back and forth. Like I'm either like vehemently against you or in complete agreement with you.
Right,
Wayne.
Suris, sit next to me. You're on my team. Now.
I got it. I got to go over to team. I have to go to the objectively correct side.
Come on, move on over. Literally.
There we go.
You're already here.
Trash.
Oh, you smell good.
Go ahead, Nick. We don't need you over on this side of the table.
Pup telling me he smells like a maca.
Your pup boy milk. But let's
Man, Chow Mixture, you was such a muscular neck. We should call you Neck from now on.
Yeah.
Neck.
Yeah. I got it.
I never said sit on my lap, Suris. Come on, move up a little bit.
There we go.
Right now, and I know your fans will be envious.
Here we go. Here we go. Better?
Now you really are Wayne as cuck. All three of us over there.
Let's wrap this shit up, boys.
All right, so this beating plan. It's now boy girl.
Oh god, would it really be the end of the show if it didn't devolve into madness?
No.
Oh my god.
Nick, that's what you need if you ever do a vampire like Halloween outfit. You just need to call blood neck milk.
I mean,
Fragrance
that's
you're wearing, Suris. Is that nice and easy?
What?
No, it's just you smell good.
it's Aqua di Gio.
Oh, and tater tots as well. That'll be it. That's
It's called Axe for Men.
Sorry,
you know, over here it's not called Axe. It's called Lynx.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is. Same logo, but like it's just called Lynx.
I've seen that actually. Yeah.
It's weird.
Fantastic.
That's weird. Anyways.
Let's wrap this up. I'm Nick. I have a channel called Game Apologist.
Nick.
I'm going to get back to work on a video about Cucky. I'm not kidding. I'm making that.
Cucky matters. Remember this.
People are calling you Nick in the chat.
I know. It's
Where
fantastic.
the fuck is Mike? Where is that?
They're all like telling us
asshole?
to end and like asking what the hell is going on, and they're all still here anyway.
No, we haven't had Mike's appearance. We can't end yet.
In a world where Mike has been banned from the podcast.
We did not
Nor
ban
have we
Mike.
talked about Zavik once.
Fuck Zavok, fuck Mike. There.
Zavik matters. Zavik matters, and his best friend is Cucky. It's his one friend in the world.
So
Mike
I have a
really
channel
let me
called
down.
Game Apologist. Suris has Suris the Skeptic and NekoSuris. Pup has Channel Pup, and Wayne is Wayne's boss. We all make things on YouTube. We're going to bed.
I've got some charmies to burn.